He controlled the lives of 220 million people. He was untouchable. This man was eating gold-plated meals in a $750 million mansion. He owned private helicopters like you own shoes. His garage had more luxury cars than most dealerships. World leaders called him personally. Today, he's prisoner number 804. He sleeps on a concrete floor. His breakfast is stale bread and watery tea. His toilet is a hole in the ground. The same hands that once shook hands with presidents now eat prison slop. The man who commanded armies now begs guards for an extra blanket. This isn't some random criminal. This is Imran Khan, Pakistan's former prime minister, cricket legend, billionaire, and his fall from the top of the world to rock bottom happened so fast it will make your head spin. But here's the part that will shock you. He didn't just lose his power and money. They destroyed him completely, and the reason why will leave you speechless. Stop everything you're doing right now. Hit that subscribe button like your life depends on it, because after you hear this story you'll be obsessed with the content I create. And absolutely demolish that like button, because I'm about to expose the most insane political destruction you've ever witnessed. This story has everything but test betrayal, conspiracy, revenge, and a plot twist that nobody saw coming. You ready for this? Let's destroy your mind. The year was 1992. Pakistan just won their first ever Cricket World Cup. The whole country was going crazy with celebration. And the man who made it happen? Imran Khan. He wasn't just the captain, he was the hero. Women loved him. Men wanted to be him. He was tall, handsome, and now he was famous across the entire world. Most cricket players retire and disappear. But not Imran Khan. He used his fame to do something amazing. He built Pakistan's first free cancer hospital. This wasn't some small clinic. This was a huge world-class hospital that treated poor people for free. He spent millions of his own money on it. Why? Because his mother died of cancer and he wanted to help other families. But let me tell you about his lifestyle. This guy was living like a king. He married Jemima Goldsmith, daughter of a British billionaire. Suddenly he had connections with the richest people in Europe. His house in Bani Gala was not just big buddy, it was massive. 300 acres. That's bigger than most towns. The house alone was worth $750 million. Can you even imagine that much money? He had private helicopters parked in his backyard like normal people park cars. When he wanted to go somewhere he didn't take a taxi or even a regular car. He flew in his own helicopter. His garage had luxury cars that cost more than most people make in their entire lives. Everything about his life screamed money and power. Then in 1996 he made a decision that changed everything. He started a political party called Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. His message was simple: he would fight corruption and make Pakistan great again. Sounds good, right? But what happened next was 22 years of complete failure. Election after election his party lost badly. Other politicians laughed at him. They called him a rich playboy who didn't understand real politics. The media made fun of him constantly. People said he was wasting his time and should stick to cricket. For 22 long years he kept losing and losing. But here's the thing about Imran Khan. He never gave up. He kept holding huge rallies across Pakistan, flying in his private helicopter from city to city, drawing crowds of hundreds of thousands of people. His message stayed the same, but Pakistan needed change and he was the man to bring it. Then something incredible happened in 2008. After decades of failure, people finally started listening. The old political parties were all corrupt. Everyone knew it. People were tired of the same faces stealing their money. Imran Khan's message about fighting corruption suddenly made sense to millions of Pakistanis. The election results shocked everyone. Imran Khan's party won enough seats to form the government. After 22 years of trying, he was finally going to become prime minister. On August 18, 2008, he took the oath as Pakistan's leader. The cricket hero had reached the top of Pakistani politics. In his first speech as prime minister, he made huge promises. He would create a new Pakistan with no corruption. He would fix the economy. He would make Pakistan respected around the world again. The whole country was excited. Finally, they thought, someone different is in charge. But running a country is much harder than playing cricket or giving speeches. Pakistan's economy was in terrible shape. The currency was collapsing. People couldn't afford basic things. Unemployment was everywhere. Within months, Imran Khan had to go begging to the International Monetary Fund for money. The same IMF he had criticized when he was in opposition. Here's something most people don't understand about Pakistan. The real power doesn't belong to the Prime Minister. It belongs to the army. The military controls everything behind the scenes. At first, the army liked Imran Khan. They thought he would do what they wanted. And for a while everything seemed fine. For 2 years, despite economic problems, Imran Khan stayed popular. He still lived in his massive mansion, though he tried to look simple by selling some government cars. His new wife Bushra Bibi became very powerful behind the scenes. Most people never saw her in public, but she influenced many of his decisions. Then 2020 came with the coronavirus pandemic. Pakistan's weak economy got even worse. Businesses closed. People lost jobs. The government ran out of money. But the pandemic wasn't the only problem. Something much more dangerous was happening. Imran Khan started fighting with the army. In Pakistan, this is the most dangerous thing any politician can do. The fight was about appointing the head of the intelligence agency. Imran Khan wanted his choice. The army wanted their choice. This might sound small, but in Pakistan, challenging the army is like signing your own death sentence. Opposition parties saw that the army was getting angry with Imran Khan. They smelled weakness. They started organizing huge protests against his government. They accused him of ruining the economy and being a failure as prime minister. The protests got bigger and more violent every day. Then came the biggest blow. In March 2022, many politicians from his own party abandoned him. These weren't strangers. These were people who had supported him for years. Their betrayal meant his government no longer had enough support in parliament. The opposition moved quickly. They called for a vote of no confidence. In Pakistan's system, if you lose this vote, you're out immediately. As the vote got closer, Imran Khan became desperate. He held rally after rally, making wild accusations. He claimed that foreign countries were plotting against him. He said his enemies were working with outside powers to destroy him. April 9, 2022. The day everything ended. The vote of no confidence took place in Pakistan's parliament. The session was crazy. Politicians shouting at each other, people walking out, last-minute deals being made. But when the votes were counted, Imran Khan had lost. After 3 years and 8 months as prime minister, he was finished. But Imran Khan didn't accept defeat quietly. In his final speech, he dropped a bombshell. He claimed that America had threatened Pakistan to remove him from power. He said he had a secret document that proved this conspiracy. He called it a cipher, and said it contained evidence of foreign interference. This claim set Pakistan on fire. His supporters believed him completely. His enemies said he was lying. For days everyone talked about this mysterious document. The army and intelligence agencies who would know if such a document existed, said nothing. Instead of retiring quietly to his mansion, Imran Khan did something that changed everything. He declared a freedom movement against what he called the imported government. He started holding massive rallies again, this time as an opposition leader. But these rallies were different. The crowds were angry, really angry. Hundreds of thousands of people came to hear him speak. His message was simple but powerful. He had been removed not because he failed, but because he refused to bow down to foreign pressure. He was the only Pakistani leader brave enough to stand up to international bullying. His supporters ate it up. The government and army were getting worried. These rallies were getting out of control. In August 2022, they found their weapon. Pakistan's election commission ruled that Imran Khan had illegally sold gifts he received as prime minister. These were expensive watches and jewelry given by foreign leaders. According to law, these belonged to the government, not to him personally. The election commission found that he had not only kept these gifts but had sold some for personal profit. This ruling banned him from politics and set up criminal charges. But instead of hurting his popularity, this seemed to make his supporters even more angry. They saw it as proof that the system was rigged against their hero. Everything exploded on May 9, 2023. On that day, paramilitary forces arrested Imran Khan at a court hearing. The arrest was filmed and shown live on TV. Millions of Pakistanis watched their former prime minister being dragged away by security forces. The images were shocking. Within hours the country erupted. But these weren't normal protests. These were violent attacks on military buildings and government offices. In Lahore, protesters burned down a military commander's house. In Rawalpindi, they attacked army headquarters. Most shocking of all, they broke into the main army building, one of the most secure places in Pakistan. The violence continued for days. Dozens of people died. Hundreds were injured. The military, which had stayed in the background during most of Imran Khan's political troubles, was now directly under attack. This crossed a line that no Pakistani politician had ever dared cross before. The army leadership was furious. After May 9, a massive crackdown began. Thousands of Imran Khan's supporters were arrested. Many of his party leaders either fled the country or were detained. But the biggest target was Imran Khan himself. The charges against him multiplied rapidly. Corruption, terrorism, inciting violence, misusing secret documents, and dozens of other crimes. By August 2023, Imran Khan was sentenced to 3 years in prison for corruption. He was arrested at his $750 million mansion and taken to jail. The contrast was unbelievable. From his massive estate with helicopters and luxury cars, to a small prison cell with basic food and limited visiting hours. But the legal troubles kept coming. In January 2024, Imran Khan and his wife were sentenced to 14 years in prison for their marriage. Prosecutors said their wedding violated Islamic law. Then came another huge sentence. 10 years in prison for misusing secret diplomatic documents in the Cypher case. Today Imran Khan sits in Adila jail near Rawalpindi, facing over 100 criminal charges. His daily life is completely different now. He wakes up in a tiny cell. He eats simple prison food. He has limited access to books and newspapers. His meetings with lawyers are watched closely. Family visits are rare and short. His wife Bushra Bibi is also in prison facing her own charges. Their sons live abroad and stay out of public view. The Baini Gala mansion sits mostly empty with just a few staff taking care of it. The Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party he built over decades has collapsed. Most leaders have been arrested, fled the country, or joined other parties. The international community is watching with concern. Human rights groups question whether he's getting a fair trial. Some foreign governments worry about democracy in Pakistan. But Pakistani authorities say he's being treated like any other citizen who broke the law. Despite being in prison, Imran Khan remains popular with many Pakistanis, especially young people. His supporters still believe he was the victim of a conspiracy. They see his imprisonment as proof of the corruption he fought against. From a man who had everything: wealth, fame, power, and millions of fans, to someone in a prison cell facing life behind bars, Imran Khan's story shows how quickly everything can change. His fall has been fast, dramatic, and seemingly complete. But is this really the end? In Pakistan's crazy political history, many leaders have faced prison, exile, and even death, only to make amazing comebacks. The big question is whether Imran Khan will be remembered as a failed leader who went too far, or as a hero who was destroyed for challenging the powerful. This story proves that no matter how rich or powerful you are, everything can disappear in an instant. One day you're flying in private helicopters. The next day you're eating prison food. One day you're commanding a country of 200 million people. The next day you can't even leave a 6 by 8 foot cell. What do you think about this incredible story? Was Imran Khan a victim of unfair treatment, or did he bring this disaster on himself? Write your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and I really want to know what you think about this complex case. Listen, if this story amazed you like it amazed me, you absolutely must subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because I bring you the most incredible real-life stories that will shock you every single time. Political scandals, celebrity disasters, business empires that crashed overnight, mysteries that have puzzled the world for years. I cover everything with the same research and detail you just experienced. Here's a special deal for you. If this video hits 100,000 likes, I'll make a follow-up video about the international conspiracy theories around Imran Khan's downfall. I'll investigate the alleged role of foreign governments and secret agencies. Trust me, that story is even more shocking than what you just heard. So hit that like button hard. Share this video with everyone you know, and let's reach that 100,000 goal together. The truth really is stranger than fiction. Imran Khan's journey from cricket hero to prime minister to prisoner is more dramatic than any movie Hollywood could make. This story will be talked about and studied for many years to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next unbelievable story.